Unbelievable. I can't believe we're halfway through the high school football season already. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the McDonald's 5 on your sideline. I'm Andy Baskin, joined by Mike Cairns and the birthday boy right here. Come on, Nick Camino. The Breeze is here, Jacko Breeza. And then, you know, you had a great stat we were just talking about before we get moving here.
Going into week 5, Andy, 100 teams were undefeated. That's the second lowest total in the past 30 years. So it shows you a little parity, a lot of movement in the division.
Because of the NFL referees. That's why.
Exactly.
All right, let's start things off with a little bit of high school action as we do each and every week. Chagrin Falls and Kenston. How about this? Chagrin Falls looking for a little bragging rights. How about a little homecoming in Queen? Yeah, congratulations. Big hug right there. All their loyal subjects at Kenston very happy. Third quarter, Orange would take the lead. Tommy Amarino on the keeper. He gets across. Orange has the lead. Still third quarter, though, the Blue Bombers barrel through. They make it 21-17. Nick Lombardi, his second touchdown of the night. They would go back to Lombardi after a huge stop by Kenston's defense of Chagrin, and Lombardi gets it, the hat trick as far as touchdowns go. Kenston wins 28-17.
To my side, to the west side, Avon Lake taking on undefeated MIDPARK. Here's the big play. Big SWC tilt. Shorman up 28 in the third period. Meteor's driving. Doug Verboski hits Brandon Rapassi, who appears to get in for a touchdown, but the ball comes loose. It's a fumble. Back the other way goes Jimmy Hessel and takes it deep into Shorman territory, which sets up this David Winkle to Joe Pappas touchdown catch. Rolls to his left, hits him deep in the back corner, and the Shorman will want to win it 39-28.
Heading out east, undefeated Chardon hosting the Blue Streaks of Madison. This one, a big-time defensive battle. Here, Mark Murray and the Madison defensive unit force a big turnover on downs. But next Madison possession, Hilltoppers DB Anthony Cantazatari picks off the pass. Say that 10 times.
Sing it.
He brings it to midfield. Not much offense in this game. 0-0 at half. Chardon wins a close one, 7-0.
St. Ignatius making another trip over to Erie, PA, this time taking on McDowell. Pick it up in the first quarter. The Wildcats get to the end zone. Michael Lamana goes deep for Ryan Cooper.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that was pretty. 7-0 Iggy leads after McDowell answers to tie the game up. Lamana again deep. Michael Saragusa makes the Trojan defender miss, goes all the way into the end zone. 14-7 Wildcats. Iggy wins 34-10. Mike.
Hey, back out to the west we go, Andy. Homecoming at ELYRIA. A couple of nice-looking kids right there. They were taking on North Royalton. Lots of points in this one. First quarter, North Royalton's already up 7-0. Pioneers, Jamar Lewis, busts it. Goodbye. 61 yards. You're not going to catch him. To the house he goes. Missed extra point. 7-6 Bears, but they come right back. Austin Smith, don't move because he's coming right into your living room. North Royalton wins a wild one, 62-55.
Cuyahoga Heights hosting Kirtland in a battle of unbeatens. Check out the double pitch coming up. Sam Skygen to Jacob Boyd, a Hornets touchdown, then the extra point from the sophomore Jordan Ianero. That's the icing on the cake. Kirtland stays undefeated as they rout the Redskins 40-7.
All right, Breeze, you took in a battle of the unbeatens in Division 5 tonight. Kirtland, Cuyahoga Heights.
This game was close in the first half. With 13 seconds to go, Damon Washington runs 71 yards for a touchdown. He scores in the first series of the second half on a 61-yard run. Kirtland was too big, too physical for Cuyahoga Heights, which is a young team. They outgained Cuyahoga Heights 494-52.
Oh, good stuff, Breeze. All right, let's get back out around there. Aurora hosting Orange. The Greenmen powerful. Hey, look at those two guys. Are you kidding me? Rhodes Scholars right there. They had the Power of 5 umbrella.
Nice.
Outstanding job. Great job holding my umbrella tonight. All right, Jake McVeigh digs his way in from 3 yards out. The defense for Aurora very, very tough. Zach Smirzak, 50 yards on the pick 6. Nice run. Makes it in. 41-7. Aurora winner.
Avon taking on Bay, and look at this. Rocking the gold jerseys. Beautiful. Love it. Eagles up 21-0 right before the half, but looking for some more. Quarterback David Zay, though, going to be picked off here by Ryan Voyers. Voyers with the return, but the Rockets' drive would eventually stall, and that's because Avon's defense would answer. Number 21, Ross Douglas, going to come right into your picture here. He's on his way to Michigan. He picks off Jake Best. Avon wins at 42-7.
Cleveland Heights hosting Maple Heights tonight. The Mighty Tigers looking strong. Corey Pearson, watch him with the ground game. He's going to move the chains. Tough run in there on that natural turf. They need artificial turf at Cleveland Heights. I'm just saying. As a grad, I think they need
alumni.
it. Martez Butler under center for Maple Heights looks down the sideline, finds Lamar Stevenson for the first down. But that drive would end without a score because Heights' defense tough tonight. 35-12. Jeff Rotsky's boys go on to win at Cleveland Heights.
To Jerome T. Osborne Stadium in Menor, Lake Catholic hosting Youngstown Cardinal Mooney. The Cardinals jumped out to a 14-0 lead in the third quarter on this 4-yard scamper by Marcus McWilson. But here come the Cougars. John Stepkek powers it in from 4 yards out. Lake Catholic scored 21 unanswered points. Here's Stepkek again in OT, powering his way. The Cougars win 24-21 in double overtime.
Summit County we go. Hoban and St. V's. Clayton Euchre in the shotgun looks downfield, and what is going to happen? He finds Frenshaw Binkley. Big play. Later, Euchre fakes the handoff, rolls right, hits Mike Pruitt in the end zone. 7-0. St. V's at that point, they never look back. 48-20 the final.
Green taking on Nordonia. Green driving here. Daryl Corn in the shotgun under pressure. He needs 5 yards to pick up the first down. Gets to the outside, gets 6. And he'd go under pressure one more time. Scrambles directing traffic, takes a big hit, but picks up the first down. Nordonia, though, with a late rally in this one to win it. 29-26. Nick.
Brush hosting Twinsburg. The Arcs defense delivering some big hits like this one from Anthony Andrews. Then Brush punches it in after this from 2 yards out. That's Davari Gill. That made it 7-0. A nice win for the Brush Arcs, 41-35 over Twinsburg.
And it's that time once again. Our viewers came through with some great action from all around the 7-county area. Jen Steer, NewsNet5.com, is here with those highlights. Hi, Jen.
That's right, guys. Our viewers tweeted scores and sent in video, so let's get started. Portage Trail Central sent in highlights from Kent Roosevelt hosting Field. Check out this in the first quarter. Rough Riders quarterback Trayvon Chapman passes it to Zach Janis for the TD. Kent leads 7-0. Still in the first quarter, Chapman throws 18 yards. Check this out to Trey Thomas, extending their lead 21-0. Kent Roosevelt wins 37-0. And then over, our next stop is Geneva as the Eagles host ASHTABULA Lakeside. Thanks to Ken Johnson of Cable Suite 741 for these highlights. Eagles quarterback Brandon Pacala makes the pitch to Aaron Rossi for a 10-yard gain, but later in the game, Pacala throws deep. He's picked off by Lakeside Sean Gilbert, but after the pick, Lakeside is not able to get in after 4 tries just from the 10, and they remain scoreless. Geneva wins 14-0. And be sure to check out our website, newsnet5.com, for more games and coverage throughout the high school football season. For newsnet5.com, I'm Jen Steer. Back over to you guys.
Thank you very much, Jen. North Ridgeville hosting Lakewood. This one courtesy of the Lakewood Football Reports. Casimir Mitchell gets into the secondary. He's gone 49 yards for the touchdown. Lakewood wins 22-21. Nick.
To Stark County, Massillon Jackson hosting Canton Glen Oak. Thanks to Taylor Rohrig of Jackson High School for this video. Tyler Langenfield finds Roman Mickelter in the end zone for a touchdown. 7-0 Jackson. Glen Oak would answer with this deep ball with the touchdown. Glen Oak wins it 38-13.
Memo to the small schools. Mogador is back visiting Waterloo. First quarter, Mogador up 7-0. Anthony Ricci connects with Gary Strain on a 21-yard touchdown pass. 14-0 Mogador. They haven't had a losing season since the 90s. They win at 42-14.
All right, Thompson Ledgemont hosting Ashtabula Edgewood. First quarter, Edgewood gets on the board first. Dylan McCabe takes the handoff, and he is gone down the sideline for the touchdown. It is 7-0 Warriors. Ledgemont answers back. Griffin Dinger connects with Derek Lang. He takes it to the end zone for 6. Too much Warriors in this one. Edgewood wins 34-13. Guys, great job tonight.